Hello everyone, Justin Crumley here with the Cujo Productions channel. Welcome to another edition of Cujo Productions Sports Talk. Yeah, I don't have a theme song yet, so anyway, NFC AFC Championship games this weekend, and who better to do this video with me than my brother from another mother, the living legend himself, Josh the Thompson.
How you guys doing today? Talked about some playoff football,
Sorry,
baby.
we just ate, so if we sound kind of like rough, that's why. We just had some Wendy's. Anyway, all right. Well, as you can see by the image on the screen there, you have Green Bay, Atlanta, and you have Pittsburgh, New England. I'm excited. These are going to be some good games. This will be some good football. But yep, as the saying from Highlander goes, there can be only one, or in this case, two. So, much like the other videos, we're going to break down both of these matchups. This is going to be very uncut, again, just like the last one. Hopefully it doesn't go on as long as the other one. It shouldn't. There's only two games, and only so much that we can talk about. So, anyway, without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so first up, Green Bay at Atlanta. Holy crap, this is polarizing, because I actually know a lot of people who are just automatically assuming that Green Bay is going to win this game because Aaron Rodgers, they beat the Dallas Cowboys. They beat the number one seed in the NFC. I guess that makes you unbeatable, apparently.
Yeah, when I look at this matchup, I have Atlanta winning purely on the fact that the offense for Green Bay is now just it's a shell of itself. So many guys have been injured, on top of the fact that they're playing a Atlanta team that's been just getting better each week. I mean, that offense is about to explode.
Yeah, and I mean, you got Green Bay. Their secondary isn't all that strong.
Yeah,
and you have
another
arguably
system.
the best receiver in the game, Julio Jones. It's a recipe for disaster. Also, you got Matt Ryan, who might be MVP. I would not argue with that if he won the MVP award, but that's neither here nor there. Between Green Bay and Atlanta, it's hard for me to go against Green Bay because, they always seem to find a way to scratch out a win, but Dallas has always been known to choke in the playoffs, first of all. Second of all, Green Bay had them down by 15, I think.
Well, let's address the elephant in the room, the fact that Arizona has Atlanta.
Yeah.
Let me correct myself there.
Well, they are they're both bird teams.
But Atlanta has had a tendency of choking in the playoffs, so this is going to be a huge game because if Matt Ryan can get himself into a groove and just start shredding that Green Bay defense and he wins, I think even if he doesn't win the Super Bowl, he locks up MVP, because more than likely whoever he plays, it doesn't even matter who wins again in the AFC Championship game. He's playing against a quarterback that has at least 2 Super Bowl wins under his belt.
Yeah, over on the AFC side, we'll get to that in a minute. I think Matt Ryan, last time Atlanta went to the NFC Championship game, they lost to San Francisco, who went on to lose to Baltimore. It's one of those things. Atlanta definitely don't have the most experience, but I don't think experience really plays much of a factor, honestly, because if you look at Tom Brady's first year in the NFL,
well, I mean, not necessarily, but when you look at who's going to be more calm, cool, and collected when it comes down to how crazy the Super Bowl can be, you're definitely going to look at whoever wins the AFC Championship game.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, both of them have, Tom and Ben both have incredible Super Bowl winning drives.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Roethlisberger.
And just great resumes in general.
2 out of 2 rings on 3 appearances. Brady 4 rings on 6.
Back to the game itself. I have Atlanta. I'm sorry, Atlanta purely on the fact that Matt Ryan is playing great football.
They're not the Atlanta Falcons anymore. They're the Atlanta Cardinals now. And then the Falcons and Cardinals switched their names. I mean,
as many teams have moved this year. I mean, criminy, 3 teams in 2 years.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's hard for me to go against Green Bay, but I'm going to have to this time. I think Green Bay's secondary is just...
I think
don't think
Atlanta represents the NFC in the Super Bowl this year, and they have a good chance to win.
Yeah, I mean, anything can happen. Just any given Sunday.
I know, but when you just look at just how good this team has been playing lately,
Well,
I'm
Atlanta,
hugely impressed.
I've been saying it all along. I think Atlanta is one of the more underrated teams because no one going to the playoffs, no one gave them a chance. They're just like, oh, they're gonna get eliminated. They're gonna lose to Seattle.
And they put a thumping on Seattle.
That's the thing. Green Bay had Dallas down by 15. I remember because I went to go take a shit. I was like, this game's over. This game is over. I come back and Dallas is 2 points away from tying a game, and I'm like,
well, and then
what the fuck just happened?
Think about that. That's with the Dak Prescott led offense. Think about a Matt Ryan.
Yeah, especially with the year he's had. It's
Julio Jones. No one can match up with him.
No.
And that opens up Sanu and all the other guys. I mean, and then you still have is it Freeman?
The running back?
Yeah.
Devontae Freeman.
Yeah, and the other young guy that they have, their second running back.
I forgot his name.
It's escaping me right now, but they both played good, huge games
Tillman,
last week.
Is his name Tillman?
I don't think so.
I think that's your phone.
Oh, sorry. I totally had no idea it was on.
It's whatever. It's
but
yeah. So at the end, I'm gonna go with Atlanta. I think it's gonna be a good game, but I'm gonna go with Atlanta in the shootout.
I call Atlanta by at least 2 touchdowns.
That's a bold statement.
I just think that they have so much firepower, they can't be stopped at this point.
Next up, we have the AFC Championship, Pittsburgh, New England, classic. You remember this when we were kids, man?
Yes.
Oh my God!
I remember when I was younger because I played on a city league and I was a Steeler.
Yeah, you were into Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I mean, I still am. If we're being honest.
No, I got nothing.
I've been a fan of both these teams.
Oh,
and when I look at it,
this
is definitely going to be the closer of the 2 games.
I think so too.
I honestly think that it would be an upset if Pittsburgh won, and I'm definitely going with New England. But this is definitely going to be close. I would say that this is probably only going to be by a field goal, if anything.
I can see it. I mean, these two, these teams are. I like to think of these two as rivals, but they're not shitty with each other. Well, other than the fucking
honestly,
Facebook bullshit. But
when you look at the team or look at the records. It's not really close. New England's kind of dominated it. So I think Tom is 9-2 against Pittsburgh.
Against Pittsburgh and at home. They're also 8-0 when Teddy Bruschi's an honorary captain.
Yeah,
and he's an honorary. And I know you have a soft spot for that because you love Teddy Bruschi.
Yeah, I mean I have a lot of respect for the man.
Teddy Bruschi
came back from a stroke.
Vamp. Oh yeah, he came back from a stroke. He was the leader of, in my opinion, the leader of the Pats defense for.
Yeah, you can definitely argue that he as that middle linebacker spot. Yeah, you could definitely argue that.
Well, it's just now it's kind of like
Bill Belichick described him as the perfect Patriot.
Yep. Well, he was. I mean, guy never. There was never talk of him leaving.
Well, when you think about the best coach ever, compliments you and calls you the perfect player, that's a pretty high praise, if you ask me.
It's a very high praise.
That's me going down and saying that Bill Belichick is the best coach.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't think there's any. I don't think there's any contest.
At this point, 6 straight AFC championships. If they win this one,
a record.
And I mean, and if he wins this AFC championship, that's what? How many appearances for him now?
As a coach?
Yeah, 8, 9.
It'd be 9, I think, because
he has Tom 6, and the one with Drew, so that's 7.
The one with no, he wasn't. That was Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll was the coach when they went in '97 against Green Bay.
Really?
Yeah, it was Pete Carroll.
Wow. Okay.
No,
I guess that
Belichick
means
was
that Bill has 6.
as a head coach. I think I'm not sure if he was a D coordinator or an O coordinator, but he was under Bill
Sims, New York.
Bill Parcells,
Yeah.
New York. Yeah.
With Phil Sims,
and I think that's 2
as the quarterback.
Yeah, but I mean, he wasn't a head coach, but still.
But I mean, still. So, but I mean, that's that.
Like
I mean, there'll be another appearance if he can. If they win.
Oh yeah.
This AFC Championship and go. That's Tom's 7th appearance.
Yup.
That's Bill's 7th appearance.
Yup. That's just.
And,
that's
I mean,
insane.
if Tom wins.
Oh yeah, 5 rings,
Super Bowl
7
rings.
appearances. The man can retire, and I don't think there would be.
Now this is assuming that they win, which
this
game is going to be incredibly close. When you look at the fact that Le'Veon Bell, I hate to say this because I honestly think David Johnson's a great player. I would say that say that he's underrated, but I think Le'Veon Bell is probably the best.
Fries, man. Le'Veon Bell
is probably the best running back in the league right now.
He definitely.
You've seen his stats in the playoffs?
Yeah.
160 yards the first game.
Yeah.
170 yards the second game.
He's a damn good. He's a
good
running back.
I mean, he can blow a game open. So it's I think New England wins this game, but I think it's going to be hard.
It's going to be good. It's going to be fun. Let's just say that it's going to be such a fun game to watch.
I think, and it's going to be weird because you think about it. You think of the 2 leaders, the quarterbacks, but honestly, I think the game is going to come down to the 2 running backs. Who's going to have a better game, LeGarrette Blount or Le'Veon Bell?
Oh, probably.
And I think Le'Veon Bell has a better game, but I think New England finds a way to win because they have the better quarterback.
Yeah, it could be. Obviously I want New England. I think they're gonna win. I agree with you. It's gonna be like 3 points or maybe 6. Who knows? I don't know. But this is not gonna be a rollover. But yeah, you all know I'm rooting. I'm roting. I don't know what that is, but I'm roting. I'm rooting for New England. I want them in. I just, as a Pats fan myself, actually, back to when we were kids, man, I was a Pats fan then too. It was like a game of Yu-Gi-Oh or something. Like we dueled, and you're like under some spell, and I beat you. All of a sudden, you're normal. Well, not normal. You just became a Pats fan like after, and then that became like a running joke because everyone like we became friends with. It's like, hey, I like the Patriots now.
Yeah,
and it's like I was fucking like I had some kind of like disease or something, and I'm just like spreading it.
No, I definitely am still a Pats fan, but like I'm definitely a hometown.
Oh yeah, the Lions.
So I
care about them too.
Sure.
I've given them my props, but as far as Pats and Steelers go, this game's gonna be so fun to watch. And I'm gonna take New England in a close one. So yeah, number 1 in the AFC, number 2 in the NFC. Those are my picks.
Yeah, when I look at it, I definitely have the Atlanta Falcons versus the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Do you remember we did a video too about this? A possible Super Bowl between New England and Atlanta.
Yeah.
I mean, here we go. It might happen now.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy when you think about it.
It's insane.
Huh. Interesting. Stillness. Then strike.
Okay. Well, all right, everyone. You've heard our picks. We want to know what yours are going to be. Go ahead and sound off in the comment section. Keep it civil. I don't want any, unnecessary bullshit in a manner of speaking. I so just asked for that, but whatever. Whoever you think is going to win. Why do you think they're going to win? Who do you think we're looking at in the Super Bowl? Whatever you think, throw it in the comment section below. And as always, check out my Twitter page at Cujo. You know what? All the links are in the description. What the hell why am I wasting your guys' time? Have a great day, guys. If you're not having a great day, I hope it gets better. Until next time, for Josh the Thompson, I'm Justin Crumley, and this is Cujo Productions, signing out.